Paradise is an elusive thing. For many, it's a place where white sands slip into warm and welcoming waters. I'm just staying really still, and he's just munching on grass. And off he goes. A place where the sights and sounds of a world suspended in beauty resets each day after sun and sea collide.
Yep, work on the birthday. It's all good.
You are working on your birthday. What kind of a horrible boss am I to be making Zach work on his birthday? On the big island of Hawaii, Paradise is also a place of extremes, where newborn rock is shaped by wind and rain, in the shadows of a fire that never burns out. We are standing on the edge of the Kilauea caldera, looking right down into the active volcano right now, on landscapes that remind us of Earth's unsettled will to thrive. One of the things you'll see all around Volcanoes National Park are these steam vents, which sometimes can emit gases other than steam, and that's what you got to watch out for out here, because sulfur dioxide emissions can be a problem. And while this place is where so many come to escape, it is an ancient home to generations with roots that run deep and whose stories can be heard on the whispers of wind that gently blow in the mists on Mauna Kea.
You know, I grew up always wanting to be around horses and cattle. Most of us growing up on the Big Island always wondered what it'd be like to work for Parker Ranch, and so eventually I got my chance.
Like so many travel destinations around the world, a trip to the Hawaiian Islands for most is a chance to recharge and relax. But if you set out to see the beauty here beyond the lens, it can also be a place to find adventure and a deeper appreciation for what places like this truly are. When you travel, the world becomes a smaller place. When you explore with friends that share a love of photography, destinations come to life. Are you not entertained? We tell the stories of travel with our cameras, capturing images of the most beautiful places on Earth. But every adventure reveals more than what's found in the frame. The people, the food, and the unexpected turns that happen on every journey.
Want to go? No, he's going downtown on you. Hang on a second.
Brings the full experience of travel into focus.
Production funding for Outside Beyond the Lens provided by Visit Fresno County. Nature, diversity, found in the heart of California's Central Valley. From Fresno and Clovis, you can drive to 3 nearby national parks. By Hedricks Chevrolet.
Hedrick Chevrolet is proud to support the spirit of travel in each of us. Every journey has a first step. Adventures start here.
By Advanced Beverage Company, serving Bakersfield and Kern County for over 50 years. From our family to yours, supporting Valley PBS and the wonders of travel. By the Penstar Group, promoting growth and opportunity in business through collaboration and partnerships for the future. By Hodges Electric, serving California's Central Valley for over 50 years, dedicated to supporting public television and the calling in all of us to explore. And by Visit Yosemite Madera County, California's gateway to Yosemite National Park. Explore the outdoor magic of Madera County and be inspired to discover more.
Over the years, I've been lucky enough to visit and explore all of the main Hawaiian Islands. And while I've enjoyed hiking in places like the Kalalau Trail in Kauai, or exploring the remote waterfalls of Molokai, the big island of Hawaii is the one I keep coming back to. I love the open landscapes, the crowd-free places to swim, and I've always been fascinated by the island's connection to agriculture through the rich history of the famous Parker Ranch. But for all the times I've been here over the years, I've never had the chance, as good as I do on this trip, to see the Kilauea volcano during an eruption. I've never seen active lava anywhere on Earth before, and since its most recent eruption back in September of 2021, the Halemaumau crater in the heart of Volcanoes National Park has been spewing lava from a single vent, putting on quite a show for those who hike to the crater's edge. Dave, Zach, and I have a quick 4 days to shoot this one, which will be a challenge because getting around the Big Island takes time. It's called the Big Island for a reason.
Okay, so we are at our first stop today, which is at the Fish Ponds Preserve area here in Waikoloa. And Dave is loaded up with his usual gangster wrap face covering to keep the sun off of Dave's sensitive skin. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go look for sea turtles. Kind of get in there. We don't like to touch them. Zach, no molesting the sea turtles. Hey. But yeah, but this is a good place to try to get into the water and see some of the fish life and some of the marine life that's here in Waikoloa on the Big Island.
The section of shoreline we're accessing is open to the public, even though some pretty swanky seaside homes are found here. This coral trail links two big mega resorts in Waikoloa, but very seldom will you see people swimming here. There is no sandy beach or easy way to get in the water, and then when you do, it's very shallow, with jagged lava and coral formations that demand careful navigation as you swim.
All right, so Zach just got a good look at this sea turtle. We're gonna try to get in the water and get a closer look at him. Where's he at, Zach?
He's you see his fin just pop right there, see?
Oh yeah, I see him right there.
Yeah, he keeps
He's kind of cruising in that little dugout area.
Yeah, he's just slowly kind of getting thrown around by the waves and eating.
Yeah, well maybe we can get in the water. Yeah. I put my stuff down right here. Maybe we can get in right here and just kind of cruise out. We gotta be careful, there's a lot of sea urchins in here. But the water's actually, I've been here before when the waves are just cranking in here and it makes it a lot more difficult. But today it's really calm.
Yeah.
So let's get in here and see what we can do.
While it takes a little extra care getting in and snorkeling here. Zach, you're blinding the fish. Once you swim among these lava formations and see the abundant fish life, you'll be hooked. The juvenile green sea turtles here, called honu, are native to Hawaii, but all were born about 600 miles to the west, where females swim to lay their eggs on the French frigate shoals. For the hatchlings to make it all the way back here to the Hawaiian Islands is a monumental task against all odds. Here, they are commonly found in the water only inches deep, right next to the shore, feeding on algae and seaweed. All sea turtles are listed as endangered species in the United States, meaning it's a federal offense to harm, harass, or even touch these creatures.
Whoa! Okay, I'm walking out in the water right now. We just got out of the water doing a great swim with some of the turtles, a lot of great fish, and I see a turtle right now. Oh God, there's one right below me. I didn't even know it. Let's take a look at this, you guys. Look at this guy right here. He is just cruising along. I'm just staying really still. And he's just munching on grass on the rocks. And his buddy's over there too. You can see his buddy right there. So they're just kind of cruising. I don't want to hassle them too bad. We're just kind of checking them out. Try not to chase them. They'll go back to what they were doing behaviorally. And they always keep track of they know where the threat is and they know where the deep water is. But it's just so beautiful to watch these guys do their thing this close to shore here on the Big Island of Hawaii. These beautiful sea turtles. Off he goes. He wants to hit that salad bar without somebody sticking a camera in his face, and I can't say I blame him.
The two big population centers on the island of Hawaii are Hilo and the much smaller town of Kailua-Kona. Most of the tourism flights to the Big Island come into Kona, however. And even though this is a place with a lot of shops and eateries geared for tourists, it's also a place where the locals live and like to hang out. Mix all that in with the history of the island captured here, and it's easy to see why a stroll on the streets of Kailua-Kona is a must-do excursion on the Big Island. Back in Waikoloa at the condo, about 30 minutes away, the effects of our swim with the turtles in the hot Hawaiian sun are revealed. All right, hold on, Zach. Now, wait a second. You were snorkeling today.
I don't know, there's something different. It's not quite here, but something's back here.
You look like a lobster. Oh, that's got it, dude.
Looks similar to. Maybe some aloe.
Look at Dave's legs. You would think we would ever know what sunscreen was. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts me looking at it. Sunsets on this side of the Big Island are like their own living thing. A symphony of colors and light that seem to have the coordination of a well-planned performance. And every night, a wonderful show that draws an audience outdoors for the last fleeting moments of the day.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know why people come here.
The next morning, sunrise over the Big Island of Hawaii signals the start of a big day we have planned. Volcanoes National Park is on the other side of the island from Waikoloa, which means we have a 2-hour drive up and over the saddle between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, the two huge shield volcanoes that are the main foundations of the Big Island's landmass, dropping into Hilo and then taking Highway 11 up to the park entrance. Okay, we are in the gate at Volcanoes National Park and pretty excited because it is a crystal clear blue day. We've sort of done it again. We get very lucky with weather doing this show. A lot of times on this time of the year, there can be a lot of clouds on this side of the island. It can be pretty soupy. Smell the sulfur, Zach?
Smell it.
You can smell that sulfur dioxide in the air right now. And just off to my left, we're gonna turn the camera over here, the Kilauea volcano is currently active and steam vents are all around us and it's really, really pretty. A quick stop at the massive Halima'uma'u crater reveals what's been happening here since the beginning of Kilauea's last eruption cycle on September 29th, 2021. A time-lapse video from the USGS of the crater and lava lake contained within it show the rise of the lava over the past few months. Volcanic activity here caused the National Park Service to close the Jagger Museum on the edge of the crater back in 2018 when things really started to heat up at Kilauea. One of the things we've dedicated ourselves to today is no matter what, we're staying here to see lava today, right? So even if we don't finish up till 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. We're gonna
good with that?
We're gonna get stars, and we're gonna get lava.
Now the big thing for you, Zach, is that there aren't any restaurants in operation here at that hour. Now we did buy some snacks, but I have a feeling Zach's gonna burn through those pretty quick.
I think we'll find something down here at the water.
Okay. There's nothing down there, by the way. I've been down there, except lava and ocean.
Well, there's some goats on the way up, I think.
Well, we're not harvesting a goat in a national park. It's not happening. Our plan is to come back here tonight and hike into the crater closer to where the lava is flowing to get our first look at Hawaii's most active volcano. With half a day to kill until sunset and our hike into the crater, I wanted to take Zach and Dave down to the bottom of the park along the Chain of Craters Drive. This 19-mile paved road winds through the lava fields of past eruptions and is an excellent way to see how these flows changed the landscape. Once you leave the green jungles near the park entrance behind, an austere environment, barren and raw, stretches out in every direction. The sheer magnitude and size of these flows is sobering to see as you drive. The hillside flows of the Ma'unaulu eruptions that happened between 1969 and 1974 give a unique look at Earth's growth in its purest form. Getting out of the car here and hiking into these flows allows a closer look at the two different kinds of lava present in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. A'a lava is more coarse and chunky, caused by faster lava flows that cool more rapidly. Pahoehoe lava flows are less intense and allow the lava to move and cool slowly, often coming to rest in braids and pillows frozen in the rock.
One of the things you'll see all around Volcanoes National Park are these steam vents, which sometimes can emit gases other than steam, and that's what you got to watch out for out here, because sulfur dioxide emissions can be a problem. The park monitors those levels really closely, and if they get too bad, they'll shut the park down or move people away from vents like this. This one is pumping out. I'm not a scientist. I don't have any kind of measuring device on me, but I don't smell sulfur right now. It looks like and feels like steam, but it's just another reminder and a really cool up-close way to get in here and see the volcanic activity, in person, really close. This is the kind of stuff you can touch and feel, and it makes it really special. It's another reason why this park is so fantastic.
With the day winding down and parking lots going quick at the Desolation trailhead that will take us down to the crater's edge, we snag one of the few remaining slots. David Boomer coming up here right now.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, man. We lucked out. That's solid gold right there. That's solid gold right there, right now.
We got here just in time.
Yeah, just in time, man.
Yeah.
Zach already took off. He didn't even wait for us.
Nope. He said the light's getting good. I'll see you there.
All right, we'll get headed down there and hopefully Zach saves us a spot.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. The hike down to the overlook is about a mile, and the sense of excitement growing with each step we take closer to Kilauea is real. Once we get to the edge, a surreal landscape opens up before us. Pillars of hot gases rise into the fading light. A transition of this place begins, where the power of the fires below our feet are captured in the glow of lava against the clouds of steam over Kilauea. The best spot to see the eruption fills quickly with eager park visitors, smartphones held high, straining arms, and the optic abilities of the built-in cameras to zoom in and grab the perfect shot. We, however, went to the extra effort of hiking in some big, heavy glass, allowing us to bring the vent tube and lava lake, well over a quarter-mile away, up close. And for the first time in our lives, the three of us see the eruption of a volcano. One of the big draws for me on the Big Island is how diverse the landscapes are. From tropical rainforest hikes and waterfalls to overlooks that take your breath away, this place never ceases to amaze. As is usually the case, and especially for me, food is always a big part of travel, and the Hawaiian Islands are known for some insanely good places to eat. One of my favorites is this fruit stand on the way back from the Waipio Valley overlook on the Hamakua coast. You gotta pick me one out too, Zach.
You want one yourself?
Yeah.
Or you want to share one?
We can share one, I think. Yeah, I don't need to eat. It's not that good to eat that much. How's business been? Pretty good?
It's a little slow today, but it's starting to be the summer, so it's gonna be a little more.
Right on. Today, it's ice cold coconut water and fresh pineapple.
Okay, first one.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Bottoms up. All right, good stuff, right? You feeling
Very good.
refreshed?
This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah, it's tough to
Fresh
beat.
cut pineapple. Yeah, it's a different thing.
It is a different thing. It's so tasty.
Yeah.
In the nearby town of Waimea, a trip to the Big Island would not be complete, in my opinion, without a stop at Village Burger. It's in a strip mall in town, but don't let the obscure location fool you. If you like a big, juicy cheeseburger made from the world-class beef raised right here on the island, This is a burger experience you will not soon forget. All right, oh my goodness. Zach didn't waste any time.
I'm going right in.
I don't know how long I should keep recording this without telling you you've got 3 ounces of mayonnaise hanging off your face. Cattle ranching on the Big Island of Hawaii has a long and treasured history. The world-famous Parker Ranch is the largest of several cattle operations on the island and is one of the oldest ranches in the United States, predating many mainland cattle ranches in Texas and southwestern states by more than 30 years. The ranch is named after John Palmer Parker, who in 1809 jumped ship to visit the Big Island and found it overrun with maverick cattle wreaking havoc on the countryside. Parker offered to help King Kamehameha I with managing the cattle problem. That began in 1788 when British Captain George Vancouver gifted the ruler of Hawaii 5 cows. Those 5 cows over the years turned into 40,000. Parker was successful in teaching the Hawaiians how to manage and process the cattle into salt beef and hides, became very wealthy, and then later married King Kamehameha's granddaughter in 1816.
One of the interesting, I think, points of history was when A.W. Carter started managing the ranch, and he was basically managing it in a trust for Richard Smart's mother, who inherited the ranch at a very young age. And so her mother, Thelma Parker, who we refer to as Tootsie, basically hired A.W. Carter to run the ranch. And he ran it for many, many years. He's the one that basically bought other lands and kind of traded a lot of people for their lands or their homesteads, and basically grew the ranch to the size that it became a significant empire. When Richard Smart passes away, he has the ranch set up into a trust. And so he had some family members that he cashed out in his will, but all the land holdings went into a trust, and the beneficiaries of the trust are the community hospital in Waimea, 2 private schools in Waimea, and a community foundation. So Richard really wanted the ranch to benefit the community, and he knew education and health was important.
After spending some time with Keoki at the ranch high on the slopes of Mauna Kea, he suggested we take a short drive out of Waimea, where the original homestead of the John Parker family was found. This is the place where a dynasty important to the history of Hawaii and an agricultural company that helps take care of the people here was born. Not far away, on a quiet grassy slope of a once active volcano, the Parker family cemetery is found. Here, John Parker, his wife, and generations of their descendants rest. The lives of those here bridged 2 worlds, between the Hawaiian king that unified these islands for the first time and a legacy of a ranch that continues to grow and protect this special place. Hawaii has many faces and meanings for those who live here and who travel here. Understanding and respecting the history of the Big Island makes me treasure my time here even more. It's an aspect of travel I hope more people begin to embrace. These places are so much more than just a playground for those of us who come here to explore. Being curious about the places we choose for adventure deepens the experience we have in places like Hawaii. And when our time here is up and we return home, hopefully we bring home more than just a pretty picture.
Production funding for Outside Beyond the Lens provided by Visit Fresno County. Nature, diversity, found in the heart of California's Central Valley. From Fresno and Clovis, you can drive to 3 nearby national parks. By Hedricks Chevrolet.
Hedrick Chevrolet is proud to support the spirit of travel in each of us. Every journey has a first step. Adventures start here.
By Advanced Beverage Company, serving Bakersfield and Kern County for over 50 years. From our family to yours, supporting Valley PBS and the wonders of travel. By the Penstar Group, promoting growth and opportunity in business through collaboration and partnerships for the future. By Hodges Electric, serving California's Central Valley for over 50 years, dedicated to supporting public television and the calling in all of us to explore. And by Visit Yosemite Madera County, California's gateway to Yosemite National Park. Explore the outdoor magic of Madera County and be inspired to discover more.